Have you felt a disturbance in the mirrorless force, a shift in the discount winds? That, my friends, signals the rise of a new contender, the Nikon Z30 II. The beloved Z30, once the budget-friendly hero of content creators, is seeing clearance-level discounts, and the rumors of its upgraded sibling are swirling like a London fog. While the Z30 held its ground against the Sony ZV-E10 and Canon R50, the competition has leveled up. But Nikon's not backing down. The Z32 promises real upgrades without wrecking your wallet, a true vlogging upgrade that won't force you into a diet of instant noodles. Ditch your shaky phone camera and get ready. This budget mirrorless champ is about to return in style. But let's rewind for a second. You might be wondering, why all the buzz about this camera? Well, here's the deal. When the original Nikon Z30 launched in 2022, it was a solid entry-level choice. Competing with heavyweights like the Sony ZV-E10 and Canon R50, it held its ground with respectable features. Fast forward to now, though, and things have changed. Sony and Canon didn't hold back. They've already leveled up their offerings. The Sony ZV-E10 II and Canon R50V are bringing some serious upgrades. And Nikon? Well, it's been a little quiet until now. Here's a little industry secret. Deep discounts on existing models almost always mean one thing: a new release is around the corner. With Nikon Z30 bodies selling for as low as $459 in some markets, it's clear they're clearing out the shelves. Add to that the recent registration of a new Nikon camera, codenamed N2410, and all signs point to the arrival of the Nikon Z30 II. So, what's new? Let's talk rumored specs. At the heart of the Z30 II, we're expecting a 20.9 megapixel DX format CMOS sensor paired with Nikon's lightning-fast Expeed 7 processor. Translation: better performance, longer recording times, and crisp, stunning visuals. Think 4K recording at 60 frames per second in crop mode, full HD slow motion at 120 frames per second, and up to 125 minutes of continuous 4K recording, an absolute game changer for vloggers and streamers. Oh, and did I mention improved autofocus? With advanced eye and subject tracking for everything from pets to moving vehicles, this camera won't miss a beat. Let's not forget the vlogging essentials. A fully articulating 3-inch touchscreen? Check. Built-in stereo mics with wind noise reduction? Double check. External mic support, selfie-friendly controls, and even a tally lamp to know when you're recording? This camera screams the content creator's dream. If Nikon's recent Z52 is anything to go by, we might see even more pro-level features make their way to the Z32. Think 10-bit internal recording, N-Log for cinematic footage, and enhanced connectivity options for seamless uploads. Nikon has been listening to the feedback, and they're clearly stepping up their game. Now, when can we expect to get our hands on this beauty? If Nikon sticks to its usual timeline, the Z32 should debut between the fourth quarter of 2025 and the first quarter of 2026. Perfect timing to make it a holiday must-have, right? The Nikon Z32 isn't just an update, it's a statement. In a world where Sony and Canon dominate, Nikon is here to remind us why they're still in the game. Whether you're a seasoned creator or just starting your content journey, this could be the camera that makes you say, "Yep, that's the one." So, what do you think? Will the Z32 steal the spotlight, or are Sony and Canon still holding the crown? Let's chat in the comments below.
Nikon has just dropped a camera that's got us scratching our heads and stroking our chins in equal measure. Is it the budget full-frame messiah we've been waiting for? Or is it just another meh, it's all right in a sea of meh, it's all rights? The line between groundbreaking bargain and should have saved a bit more has never been thinner. We're diving deep into the Nikon Z52 to see if it's ready to redefine what budget even means in the full-frame world. Or if it's just a polite little update in a market that's already bursting at the seams. Let's get down to brass tacks and find out. Let's start with how it feels in your hands. If you've held the original Z5, the Z52 will feel like an old friend, but one who's been hitting the gym. The grip is deeper and more contoured, giving you a reassuring hold, even during extended shoots. The button placement is quintessential Nikon, but with a twist. A new customizable function button near the lens mount. Need quick access to ISO or white balance? Done. It's small changes like these that make a big difference during real-world shooting. And let's talk about that screen. Nikon finally listened to creators and gave the Z52 a fully articulating 3.2-inch touchscreen. High angles, low angles, selfie videos, the flexibility is a game changer. Add a crisper 3.6 million dot OLED electronic viewfinder, and you'll find it hard to go back to the original Z5. The clarity and contrast are leagues ahead, making composition a joy in all lighting conditions. Under the hood, the Z52 packs a 24.5 megapixel full-frame sensor. Yes, it's the same resolution as its predecessor, but don't let that fool you. Nikon paired it with their latest Xpeed 7 processor, and the results are impressive. Dynamic range? Excellent. You'll recover highlights and shadows effortlessly during post-processing. Low light performance? Solid. We tested it up to ISO 12800, and the results were clean, with minimal noise. For context, images at ISO 6400 on this camera look as good as those shot at ISO 3200 on the original Z5. Whether you're shooting dimly lit interiors or golden hour landscapes, the Z52 won't let you down. If you're a hybrid shooter, pay attention. One of the biggest complaints about the original Z5 was its heavy crop in 4K. Nikon has not only addressed that, but exceeded expectations. The Z52 now records uncropped 4K at 30 FPS and offers 4K at 60 FPS with a manageable 1.5x crop. Want smooth slow motion? You got it. There's more. 10-bit N-Log recording via HDMI for color grading enthusiasts, focus breathing compensation for cinematic focus pulls, and improved autofocus that stays locked on even in tricky conditions. These upgrades make it clear. Nikon is finally serious about video. But there's a catch. The 30-minute recording limit is still here, which feels outdated in 2025. Internal recording is capped at 8-bit, so serious videographers will want an external recorder for full 10-bit quality. Not a deal breaker for most, but worth noting. On the speed front, the Z52 impresses. Burst shooting jumps from 4.5 fps to 30 fps with the electronic shutter, and 14 fps mechanically, perfect for action and wildlife. Autofocus has had a serious upgrade too, with eye detection that works in low light and tracking that now locks onto vehicles, animals, and more with ease. Battery life sees a slight boost with the ENEL50C battery, offering around 470 shots per charge. USB-C charging is on board, perfect for travel shooters using power banks. Connectivity gets a solid upgrade too. Faster Wi-Fi, better Bluetooth, and a much improved SnapBridge app with RAW transfers and remote control. At $1,600 to $700, the Z52 lands in a competitive space. It's tougher than Canon's R8 and cheaper than Sony's A7C II, with dual card slots, pro-level weather sealing, and serious video upgrades. So, should you buy it? If you're into video or fast action, the Z52 fixes nearly all the Z5's pain points. For still shooters, the gains might feel smaller, but the speed and autofocus improvements are real. Nikon's not just playing catch-up anymore. They're here to compete. Thinking about picking one up? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this helpful.